The Countess of Ravenswood, an original audio series. Produced by Povey's Original. Copyright 2024 Povey's Original. Voiced by JMB Chief VA. Episode 3.
Was your visit enjoyable? I am pleased to hear it. Oh, this is the Labyrinth, named after the queen who commissioned it. They say no one has ever come out alive. No, it's merely an old tale used to frighten children. As a child, my father forbade me from venturing in. Even so, it's a vast place, and one could easily get lost. I must advise against venturing too far within. Where might you be going? No, please come back. It's not funny. Please be reasonable. No, I am not frightened by a maze, but it is getting late and we could get lost. Need I remind you that I asked my guards not to accompany us? Did you hear me? Find you? Is this your intention? That we engage in hide and seek? Very well. And what might I gain by finding you? I'll find out. Is that any way to treat a friend? I wonder what I could have done to deserve this then. Could you at least give me a hint? Should I venture right or left? It is cold. What does that imply? Ah, if so, would warm indicate that I am nearing you? Well then, what now? I was certain your voice originated from here. Now? So you are in this direction. When I find you, I shall ensure you regret this most embarrassing escapade. Oh, I care not what the court thinks. Only your opinion matters. And now? Indeed, I can discern you are closer now. What's this? It appears that in your haste you've dropped one of your gloves. Yes, and I've just discovered the other one. Yes, and your headdress is also upon the ground. It's curious, they are placed as if... Are you laying clues? I am slightly offended that you deem me such a poor sport that you must aid me in my quest. Let us see, then. I have just located your fan. Now here's one of your petticoats. Here's another. A third one. I do hope I am nearing you, because at this rate, we'll soon be left with nothing to wear. What? Nothing. I mean, I've just located your dress. Burning indeed. I've found you. Forgive me, I did not mean to gaze upon you. Here are your dress, your gloves, and your petticoats. I shall turn away and allow you to dress now. Me? Unsettled? Not at all. But was all this necessary? Are you not chilled? Clad so? All the same, hurry before someone sees you and begins to suspect that we... You know full well to what I allude. You may find this situation amusing, but you will not be laughing when your reputation suffers. Really, do you not care for morals and conventions? Excuse me, may I turn? I said, do you not care for morals and conventions? You're right, to hell with them. And balls for drunks, too. Yes, curtsies only serve to inflate the ego of the recipient. They too can go to blazes. Wait, we don't like jelly? Very well. And jelly be damned too. Are you secretly planning a rebellion? Should I be concerned then? That eases my mind. Now that we've established the aims of your rebellion, let's return home before nightfall. Wait. Please forgive me. For this. That's better. I'm sorry, but I've lost faith in your ability to behave, so I'll carry you to the garden gate. You may struggle as much as you'd like. You're far better off on my shoulders. That what? What will you do? Ah, did you bite me? Were you not laughing? I'd have you tried for treason. Don't tempt me. Marjorie, where is she? Thank you. It's Gareth. May I come in? You are... Yes, upset to say the least. Why do you ask? I'll tell you why. It's been 6 days since I left on a trip. I return and they tell me you've been confined to that sickbed for all 6 days, and that you're refusing to eat enough, even though it could hasten your recovery. So I'm not merely upset. I am indeed quite furious. What are you trying to prove? Appetite often follows eating, my dear. You seem to have lost all your vibrant color. I feared you were lifeless when I first entered. I may be overbearing, but you are being stubbornly reckless. Marjorie! Please prepare something warm and easy to digest for the Countess. Ignore her protestations. She will eat, even if I must feed her myself. True, I hold no dominion over you, yet I shall seize whatever influence I can. I've only just arrived, and you've already caused me great distress. No, I do not. In fact, I've been afflicted by a relentless illness for these past 6 days myself. No, it is something far more troubling than a fever. Truthfully, I know not what it is, but it has tormented me day and night, and I find no relief. You are right to be concerned, for I am deeply troubled myself. Well, I shall describe the symptoms, though I must caution you, they are rather peculiar. Yes, enter. Perfect. Place the bowl here, please. Thank you, Marjorie. You may leave. Aren't you going to eat first? You are... Very well, then. Here's what troubles me. 6 days ago, a most strange thing occurred. Do you truly wish to hear my tale or not? Then please listen attentively. I was asleep when suddenly I awoke in a sweat, puzzled as to why, for it was the coolest night. Cease with the fever at once, for I assure you that is not that. Now listen, I tossed and turned, trying to sleep, when visions of you appeared to me. Yes, visions of you. Yes, I've dreamt of you. I'm too embarrassed to relay the details of this dream, for we were not merely conversing as usual. I kissed you. From there, matters escalated, and we found ourselves... Well, do you comprehend? Why must you feign innocence at this moment? Very well, since you demand clarity, we made love. You and I. Why, does it matter where? If you must know, in my bedroom, but also the dining room, the kitchen, the stables, and yes, the throne, if memory serves. Indeed, it was a prolonged dream. Time was not a concern, you see. As I have explained, we were otherwise occupied. Are you laughing at me? Despite your illness, your wit remains sharp. Nonetheless, do you see now what I'm trying to convey? The link to my illness is thus. I told you of making love, which includes the word love, does it not? Hence, I pondered whether our friendship ought not to harbor such thoughts. It renders our relation peculiar, but given our last kiss, perhaps it is not unexpected. Patience, I am nearly there. Imagine, then, that this has led me to consider, albeit remotely, that my feelings for you extend well beyond mere friendship. The dream, you see, merely illuminated my realization, but truly I realized you have long occupied my thoughts. It feels an age since I counted time by days instead of moments shared with you, and those moments haunt me like a waking dream. My hands burn with the memory of your touch. My lips long for even a fleeting brush from yours. Ever since I learned of your ailment, I've been consumed with concern and fervently praying for your swift recovery, for your absence weighs heavily upon me. See, it has rendered me ill with anxiety at the notion of losing you to this milady. Ill with envy at the thought of another having the honor of tending to you. I am afflicted with a condition I can no longer deny, one that consumes me relentlessly. Yet only you possess the cure, for perhaps you too suffer from this same affliction. Now utter but a word, and I swear I shall endure this exquisite torment without protest. Declare it merely folly, and that assurance will suffice to restore my composure. Yet should you deem my feelings mere delusion, I fear I could not bear to face you thereafter. Tell me, please, am I mad or merely lovesick? Indeed, soup is often recommended for the infirm. Will you join me? Thank you. You're awake. How do you feel now? I'm relieved to hear that. I can finally return to my own bed. This chair has proven most uncomfortable. I shall have a more suitable one delivered on the morrow. I'm aware, yet I wish not to leave until I was certain of your recovery. There is no need to thank me. Here, Marjorie has prepared a fresh cup of hot water with pansies for you. It's likely gone cold by now, though. Would you like me to warm it up? All right. Drink it then. It will do you good. Oh, no, I was merely jesting about the discomfort of the chair. It would not be proper for me to join you in bed. You're right. Conventions are for the timid. Come here. Let me check on you. The fever has been absent for 3 days. You are in fact much recovered. Yes, do tell. You dreamt of me last night? And what were we doing in this dream of yours? In the library, is it? It's an intriguing choice of place. I wonder why I hadn't considered it before, given that... Now it is you who impulsively kisses me, it appears. Willing to lead me to your library, perhaps? I agree. We should begin with your room. None of my dreams could compare to what just occurred. Yes, since I last shared my dream with you, I've dreamt of you yet again. I'm pleased that we can now transition from dream to reality. It's far more delightful. But if you truly wish, I can arrange a private viewing of the throne room. How do you know the throne's adornment with rubies and emeralds? Yes, the wooden throne, the gems twinkling in the moonlight. You describe it quite accurately. It's possible rumors have reached your village, though I find that unlikely. Regardless, you shall have your guided tour. Come closer to me. A story, you say? Then I shall recount the tale the Queen Mother often told me as a child about the previous king. Once upon a time, there was a king named Richard, who lived in a grand castle alongside Queen Consort Jane and their young princess, only 5 years old at the time. The princess was affectionately known as Caelestis, for she was considered a heavenly gift after the queen had long struggled with infertility. At that time, the kingdom was embroiled in numerous territorial disputes with a neighboring country, conflicts that had persisted for nearly 5 years, costing many valiant knights. One day, his advisor, my own father, suggested that he personally negotiate a peace treaty with King Axa. Unbeknownst to him, this decision would cost him everything, including his life. While he believed his advisor was negotiating peace, the advisor was instead conspiring with the enemy to seize the crown in exchange for a portion of our territories, providing him with enough men to usurp the throne. One fateful night, as the king slept, enemy knights infiltrated the castle, laying siege and decimating the royal family, leaving no heir except for Princess Caelestis, whose whereabouts became a mystery as she vanished without a trace from the castle. Legend has it that an angel whisked her away to be among her celestial kin. Alternatively, some believe that someone took her into their protection before the onslaught began. It's unclear. Perhaps someone forewarned of the attack. Alive, it's possible. Perhaps she was taken abroad, or maybe it truly was an angel who spirited her away. I'm sorry the tale isn't happier. Harsh it is. The people still harbor great resentment towards my father for this betrayal, clinging to the hope that the princess might return to claim her rightful throne. Yes, I believe so. You've heard the people's disdain. She's the legitimate heir, the daughter of a beloved king. It's conceivable that they might rise in rebellion should she reappear, especially since my father, weakened by his expansionist desires, could ill afford to wage war on 2 fronts. But such scenarios belong more to legend than likelihood, I'm afraid. You should rest now. Good night, my love.
Star